Hey guys, it's me, Chase from the Informal Podcast, and this is my co-host, Shane Blaskowitz. Say hi.
What? Okay, hold on a second. I just gotta say something really quick. Why are you making me say hi? Is this something you want me
No,
to
this
do?
is my thing. This is
Am
my
I gonna
thing.
get in trouble? Okay. Hi, I guess. Jeez.
So, how has your week been? We're all on
Oh
a
my
social
God.
distancing or quarantine. I want to
Well, here we
deep
go.
dive on
So
the life of Shane.
basically, like everyone knows what's going on at this point, but we took a 1 week break though from the podcast because we're doing it 1 week now because every 2 days was not possible for us. I don't know what made me think that we could do that, but we did. But over this past week, things have escalated more with as you know, the outbreak that's going on right now. So we are stuck in our houses. So Chase, good question. What have I been doing for the past week? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing interesting happening.
You're boring.
The most interesting thing that happened yesterday was when your Wi-Fi stopped. That's literally it. But also, everyone's
Sucks.
boring at this point. Nothing interesting happens indoors.
Yeah.
Has anything interesting happened for you over this past week?
I called my grandma.
That's pretty interesting, right? That reminds me, and I keep forgetting this because honestly, it feels so little to me. Like it matters so little to me now. My birthday is the day after tomorrow, 2 days.
I forgot.
I don't blame you, honestly. I forgot too.
Don't worry, Shane. The only reason people remember my birthday is because they like making fun of me.
Yeah, they like to say your life's a joke. Yeah, I know.
How does Red know that? Did you tell him? Like, I swear.
No, but I'm pretty sure Lizzie said it or someone said. All right, basically Chase's birthday's on April 1st. That's the whole.
He's a toddler.
He's 7. That's not toddler.
It's close enough.
I guess.
Boy.
Alright. Alright, I guess we could start. Oh wait, I never asked you. You asked me the question, but I never asked you the question. How was your week? Just
You know how it is.
the norm.
Like Disney.
Oh yeah,
Disney. Crashed.
So. Okay, so I guess we could start things off with I pitched to you earlier today about the idea I had for a couple years to do a marathon, and you accepted to do that.
Yeah, I accepted the challenge because it's something new. It's something to push our boundaries. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and I was watching other people doing it, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do this. Like, I want to be able to do this. I think just the feeling of doing something like that, I think it could blow you. Like, it's just so huge.
You could say you did it. Honestly, Who knows?
Well,
maybe I'll run this marathon. We'll run the marathon. Then we'll do more. We'll just keep doing marathons. It'll be like our annual thing.
That'd be cool. I think that'd be awesome. But I'm so glad that I saw other people do it, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do that because I think that it could be really good and really fun. Honestly,
I'm happy that
people
you
might
thought
say
of the
it's
idea.
painful because I'm sure it is after a while, but it's just what comes after. After you do it, that just is an amazing feeling, apparently. Or so, that's what I've heard. And that's what I want to strive to get.
My uncle runs marathons, like my mom does, so
my aunt ran marathons, I'm pretty sure too.
So.
But if you asked me, if anyone asked me 2 months ago if I wanted to run a marathon, I probably would have said no. But honestly, I'm hyped. In a couple of years, I hope we can make this happen. And not
we can.
No, I mean not I hope we can do it. I mean, I hope we could just find something to do it. Just did St. Louis do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. We found something to do.
Yeah, my
Okay.
Uncle Glenn's doing one this year.
Oh, perfect.
He
Yeah.
he was training for one.
Wait a second. This year is it when?
Well, he might have already done it. I forget.
Uh,
Sometimes it's.
all right. Well, yeah. So that's basically the idea. But we were gonna go hiking. Well, we wanted to plan to go hiking, but that's postponed for a while.
Really, everything's postponed. Like, I don't.
There's nothing to do
It
now.
was the
So
biggest blue balls that we've ever received in our entire lives, and trust me, we're not taking it too well.
yeah, we're not.
It's
It's very sad.
outrageous.
No, we wanted to hang out again,
To
like
make
really soon
more
after the
podcasts, and
yeah, and do
we're
other
not able
stuff.
to.
We wanted to be able to hang out for stories for the podcast stuff to talk about because like honestly, we wanted to go hiking, and if we go hiking, we could come up with ideas while we're out there, and then also just have a fun experience too at the same time, and then come back record a podcast and stuff. But we can't do that for at least like at the least amount of time. I'm thinking like a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. It's
Yeah, and
so but
our
like
podcast will take a hit,
the
surely.
yeah, because honestly, our not our last podcast, but the podcast we filmed in person, I felt like we did really good on that one because it's so much easier to communicate when you're looking directly at someone and you're not staring into a microphone or staring at a screen. Or staring at a wall. I'm sure you do that.
I'm actually kind of looking at my phone, but sure, wall is just as good.
Yeah, wall makes sense. But yeah, we gotta wait a while to put those podcasts out. So it feels like it's a not, sorry, it doesn't feel like a hit. It is a hit to us.
It feels
Like
like a
it
perpetual
might not
nightmare
change.
that will
Like
last.
even though there was one podcast that we only one podcast that we did, just us. It really it honestly affects our creativity and where we want to bring the podcast later on. What we want to do with it. So that sucks.
Yeah,
But right now it is what it is. We got to
we'll
deal with
get
it.
past it, surely.
Honestly, we probably won't even notice. Like all this time will fly by, and then next thing we know we'll be hanging out. So that works.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I really hope. But so Chase, anything interesting happen or anything changed that you are doing this week per se?
This week, let me think, because I think, um, oh yeah, online school. I'm doing online schooling now, because my school
So
shut down, just like half of the ones in America.
yeah. So you're doing online school now. So you're doing something that I'm
I'm
experiencing.
living the,
Are you
I
excited
mean,
for it? Or you're like excited more than going to actual school?
yeah, because, a couple obvious reasons. One, I get to wake up later. I don't have to deal with teachers, because I'm not doing that, Skype thing.
Mhm.
Because there are apps that the teachers, use already, and,
But like a Skype call with teachers though, with your
I
school.
don't have to do that.
I feel like no. I feel like a Skype call with teachers at your school though, with the people that are at your school, could end up could turn up very bad.
Yeah, I don't think they honestly, and they can't suspend people. Like they're already. What are you gonna do? Send them to the office? You have to
Yeah.
make a separate
If
call for
people
that.
don't do it, oh bro, what? They don't do it though. Like, do you think it's gonna take a major hit on their grades, or do you think they're just
Yep.
not gonna do anything?
I mean, like all of our assignments are basically online anyway, so like you might as well just do them in like a couple hours. Like the other 4 hours of the day that you're not doing work, you're just kind of staring at a wall while the teacher says random stuff that you'll just reread anyway. So,
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be so much easier just focus on like what I have to do and not what like the other 19 people in the class are doing. Because
Yeah.
I have a horrible attention span
Well,
for the
I'm
most part.
glad you're happy, and I think that you'll enjoy this, moving at your own pace, much more enjoyable. And
Yeah, that's what I just said.
oh, Well, now I'm
I just
saying
said
it.
moving. Okay, well, thank you for
Well,
repeating.
I think you'll do pretty good, man.
Enough about
So
the boring stuff.
yeah, I wanted to ask a question, and I just completely thought of this, and I didn't tell you. What would you consider an amazing night's sleep for you? Like,
Amazing
what
night's
would you what
sleep.
do you look for if you're like, I want to have great sleep tonight? What do you want exactly?
I want Bob Ross playing in the background. I want to wake up and it's bright out or
Okay.
raining, either one.
What time
That's
would you go to
literally
sleep?
the time when I go to sleep. Dude,
Mhm.
like probably like 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning.
Wake up at 9:30. But like with this new school thing, I might have to settle for 12 and wake up
uh,
at 8.
with my what I would consider amazing night's sleep for me would be going to sleep with like a kind of like a small storm in the background. It's warm and cold at the same time, so it's like nice and toast. I don't know. It's just it feels nice. Everything nice. You got
Oh yeah.
some rain
Yeah.
on the window.
Everything nice. Yeah. I love everything
You hold
nice
on,
too.
you got some rain on the window and you're going to sleep at like 9:30 and waking up at like 8 or something like that. At least 11, at least like 10 hours or so of sleep. That sounds perfect to me. But like
There's something a
that just
wise man
doesn't
once
happen
said,
every time.
but I can't
What they
say
don't
that because honestly, it will probably get cut out.
probably.
So on the topic of quarantine, people are bored. You're always on. Uh, there's always Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, obviously as one
There's
of the main
also
ones.
there's a
So,
downside to this whole thing. Or hold on, you can go and talk.
on the topic of, well, like we weren't even on the topic, but thinking of how many movies people are watching, how much time people are spending on all these things. What is something that you could binge for like
Like
weeks?
something that I've already watched or something I want to watch.
Well, like it has to be something you can watch for like a long time.
So, but like, does something I already watched, um, like
It counts.
apply? Okay.
Anything, really,
I
as long as
think
you know you
I
can watch.
binge Death Note again because
Okay.
Death Note's really good. And if I'm thinking of another one to binge, I think I'd binge what's that one show? I think I'd binge American Vandal.
Oh, really? I would have figured you would have said like The Good Place or Parks and Rec, but for
I was thinking of The Good Place, but like I
either
feel like
or is
that
fine,
type
I
of show,
suppose.
I feel like The Good Place, that type of show is something you watch once because I don't think I could watch like a show that has like some twists involved. I
Oh
don't like
yeah.
knowing what's already gonna happen. But if unless it's like something like Haunting of Hill House, because I'll watch that anytime. I don't
I
care.
don't know if I could rewatch Haunting, but
What would you want to binge?
so yeah, on the topic of movies and shows, things you can binge.
Hmm.
Uh, what would you consider your go-to, even if you didn't have to binge it? Just
My just go-to show right now to watch.
like right, if you only had to watch one show, like you just go on and like the first thing you see you click, like or like
Okay.
the first thing you see, like you're like, yeah, this is it, like that you have not seen. What would you
Have not seen. What show? Like,
like if you had here? I'll give
so
it right. You go on and you're like, I want to watch a new show. The first one you see like that strikes your attention, which one would that be?
something like
Anything.
I haven't seen, but I
I mean,
see it. And I'm like, that's like, or okay. What's trending right now on Netflix that I have been interested in? There's really, there's really nothing. I kind of was interested in Ozark, but I never started watching it.
oh yeah.
I might.
Do you you explain to me what Ozark is about if you know anything
I
about?
know it's about it's set in the middle of Missouri, like the Ozarks, and I
Right.
know it's about this family that like they're a bad family or something. I don't
Okay.
know. Like they tried to like what I saw from like the new trailer, the season trailer, even though I don't remember anything really. All I really remember is that they're trying to pay back people that are bad but they are bad at the same. I don't know. It's just lots of.
Uh,
I think it's like a
it's
type
fine.
of.
It's
It's like
fine.
a dark. I feel like it's
If
a
you don't
dark like,
understand, you don't have
family
to
thing.
try explaining it.
It looks pretty good though.
I'm gonna put you on the spot and ask you something.
Okay.
So looking at your Instagram,
Hmm.
something that strikes my attention is your profile picture. Is
On
that
Insta.
your dog?
Oh yes, that is my dog. That is my dog. It's Nessie.
Well,
Yeah, it's Nessie.
would you?
I had to think. I'm like, is it that I put Kitty in there? No, I put
What's
Nessie.
what's the reason you called it Nessie? Is there any specific name? Is it like a deceased
Um,
relative or?
no, honestly, we got Nessie. Her name was Eva before, and
Right.
we knew we wanted to rename her, and we're figuring like coming up with stuff for like 20 minutes. We couldn't come up with anything really reasonable. We were originally gonna name her Kitty because we were we knew that if we had a big dog, we were gonna name it Kitty because it would just be really like it would be a pretty funny joke and stuff. But
Yeah, ironic.
and then my dad came up and he's like Nessie. And I don't know where he got the idea from it. I think it was Loch Ness Monster. Like
Hmm.
he's thinking of that. So, and then we just ended up naming her Nessie. We instantly looked and we're like, yeah, that she looks like a Nessie. And then we got another dog like 2 weeks after, and she was pretty small at the time. She was a Newfoundland Great Dane mix, and so she's already gonna be pretty big from just hearing that. And she was pretty small, like for her size, compared to what she is now. She's probably as tall as me, and I'm like 5'8" or 5'7", something like that. Like on her
Well,
hind legs,
she's
if she stares,
adorable.
she can, yeah, she's tall. But we decided to name her Kitty. And she, like, I love that dog, but she's annoying. She can be really, really annoying. Like barking in my face and everything. It's annoying. Sometimes I'll let her out, I'll feed her and get her water, and then she like that's basically when I just go upstairs and do whatever, and then she'll just start barking at people randomly. I
Hmm.
think she's got to stop, man. But like other than
So
that, my dogs are amazing.
most people wouldn't pick favorites, but I assume Nessie is the one
Nessie,
you.
100%. Okay, 100%. I don't care that the dogs can't understand what I'm saying, like completely about favorites, but Nessie, 100%. The only thing I dislike about Nessie is how she gets mad at my other dog Coco. It like for no reason. She thinks she's better than her. That's the only thing I hate.
Hmm. Is she better than her?
Oh my god, 100%. But like Nessie will stop. Nessie will stop her, like just from coming in the living room or just walking around, and then like she'll scare her off to her crate, and I don't like that. But other than that,
Yeah.
Nessie's just a cute, lovable dog. Okay,
Yeah,
like
I'm too outraged. I'm mad at the fact that Nessie's bully
yeah, Nessie, big
other
bully.
dog.
So I wanted to ask you because I'm sure other people are pretty bored. What do you do? What should you do right now if you're bored?
What should you
Like,
do right now if you're bored?
because what do
You
you
know,
do if you're bored? Like, and
well,
maybe it will
you
help.
mean what do I do when I'm bored?
No, like,
So
what should you do? Like, that everyone could do right now. Right
everyone
now.
can do right now.
After this
Pick up
podcast.
a
No,
skill.
after. Pick up a skill. Like, could
Yeah,
you, like,
like go learn how to cook or something.
what if they already know how
It's
to
pretty
cook?
vague. Well, if they
What if
already know how to cook,
they're a pro
then
chef?
if they're a pro chef, then I would recommend learning a different art probably, because you don't have to go out to paint.
You hear that, everyone? You hear that? You got it.
You know,
Go now.
draw,
Sorry,
learn,
after
read
this
a book.
podcast, go. Read a book. Do whatever. Just
Uh,
go.
a self I actually forgot. You know what? A
Document your.
self-progress book. That's what it is. They're super helpful. You know, they help you improve, which I know that's also a very vague term because improve in what ways? Well, basically anything. Focusing on what you want, learning again a new skill. You know, it, it's something that most people can do, and they just don't even think about it for some reason. It's kind of annoying.
Mhm. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to start, like, to put our ad. So, yeah, we'll be right back after this short break.
Wow, that was so good, dude. Okay, let's go. That's a good start. That's a good half.
Yep.
Half mid, half point. Let's go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that
Oh, I
ad.
agree.
That it
I'm
wasn't
keeping that
generic at all.
already in. What you were just saying, I'm keeping that in. Okay, so,
So
I
guys,
wanted
I
to.
hope you really enjoyed that ad. Shane, take it away.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. So songs that came out between 2009 and 2014 that you remember, what would be your favorites, go-tos?
My favorite was that one we were listening to, Lights, right?
Lights by Ellie Goulding,
Okay, so that's one.
100%. Can't go wrong with an Ellie Goulding classic.
I wish I understood what we were doing before you told me.
Do you want me to say some of mine?
Yeah, say something in your mind.
Oh
And,
my
I
god,
might
I
think of
like. Okay, you got Rihanna's "Don't Stop the Music," amazing. You got Flo Rida's "Club Can't Handle Me." Like you said, Ellie Goulding "Lights." Somebody that I used to know. God, what
That's
else?
one of them. Somebody that is super good.
Yeah,
I
that
could probably
song's.
go.
Most of what Rihanna came out with, like "Only Girl in the World," pretty good song. Um, I think Calvin Harris's "Blame" came out in that time too. So Calvin Harris "Blame" 100% too. When did that one replay? When did that one song replay? Like Shawty's and a melody in my head when I can't keep, like, you know that? You know
I
what?
actually don't know that.
You know what? Even if it came out before 2009, like it's gold. It's
Yeah.
absolute gold.
Uh-huh.
So what would you say?
I mean, you really didn't give me any time, but that's fine. Uh,
Any
gonna be
Katy
brief.
Perry song.
Any Katy Perry? Yeah, I'm sure. Me and My Broken Heart. I don't know if that even came out then. Um, Rather Be,
Oh yes, I like Rather Be.
Die
Ah,
Young.
Oh, Kesha, like all of Kesha, that came out
Yeah,
during that
Love
time.
You Like a Love Song, baby.
Was that Selena Gomez? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
that was when Selena Gomez was actually good, and now she just makes songs that sound the same and really
He is
annoying.
still good. Okay, stop it.
I listen to her songs. I'm like, this sounds like every song I've been hearing for like the past 2 years.
Well, you're just mean.
You know, Selena Gomez, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry, okay? Like,
We have talked about music way too much. Shane,
we talked
I
about
want
it
you
for
to.
2 minutes.
That's too much. I want you to think of a new topic ASAP right now, dude.
Me?
Before I.
Right
Yes,
now?
you.
Oh, wow. You're putting me on the spot, man.
Kind
Okay.
of. That's the point.
Disney movies. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Well, that one's not even hard. I know your mom specifically doesn't like this, but that's fine. I don't need her to. I enjoy it a lot, and it's The
Okay.
Sword and the Stone.
You know, I don't remember seeing The Sword in the Stone, but like,
It's just
sure it was good.
nostalgia for me. Like obviously you could wonder, oh yeah, why do you like that? Like it's not even good. Like people say that's not good. I can't believe that. But it's just nostalgia for me. It's just something I used to watch as a kid. It's something enjoyable that I can watch over and over again and still probably find the exact same enjoyment I felt as a kid.
Yeah. When I think of Disney movie, I instantly think of The Good Dinosaur. Not as like best Disney movie. I think of that because it was a movie I cried on like completely. Dude, The Good Dinosaur is so sad. But like, it didn't even have like the ending I was really hoping for. It's so sad.
I forgot
Um,
the ending. Don't say it now,
I'm
but
not
like
going
tell
to.
me later.
But I think my favorite, I watched it when I was a kid and I completely forgot everything, but I just rewatched it recently. Up. 100% Up.
Up is so good.
Up is amazing. And I almost
People
cried
try
on Up.
ruining it with those stupid theories, like those Disney theories everyone tries doing, right?
Yeah.
You know those? Yeah, people try ruining it. They're like, "Oh yeah, he is dead."
Yeah, no, I don't go by theories, but for at least Disney, I go by what they show. Unless
Yeah,
it's like,
cause you,
like Marvel or Star Wars.
yeah, cause there's reason that there
Because
are theories for those.
those are big things that could happen. Like, oh wait, what if this theory actually happens? But like with theories like on Up or whatever, you're never gonna know. You're never gonna know anything. So I
Unless you
just say,
ask Disney.
unless like someone gives it up. But like other than that, like just I leave it at that. Like the movie is that's what happened completely. And my Xbox turned off. That's great. Has it been an hour since? Wow. Okay.
It's been an hour?
No, it hasn't been an hour for the podcast, but it's been an hour since I touched my controller, so it
Oh
just turned off.
yeah. That is absolutely absurd.
Yeah. So
Doesn't even feel like it.
yeah. Ah, God. So this whole thing that's going on. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry. The whole thing that's going on is really affecting everything fun that we could do. So it's gonna be hard to think of topics to talk about for our next podcast, though.
But you know, we're always open to suggestions. If there's anything you want us to talk about, please just message us on
DM.
Instagram. You know, and
Yeah.
give us some suggestions because it'll
At
really
the
help us
Informal
out
Podcast.
if you were wondering.
But yeah, no, we get really sometimes we just can't think of anything. So a suggestion would really help us out. Like any way. But yeah, that's basically in that part. So you got anything you want to talk about, Chris? Or mention?
You know, I'm kind of curious. So, since I'm starting online schooling, like, is there anything you've gotten from it that you would like debate? Okay, because
What do you mean
people will
debate?
always people will always say online school is worse because you don't get the experiences of in real life, right?
You know,
Even I've said that to you, but like, I want to know, like, what would
so
you like if someone were to
versus
walk up to
in
you and
real
say, like, online school sucks, real life school is better? Like, what would you debate? Like, how would you?
versus in real like versus those
On,
two, I would say I'm not gonna say which is better because other people
but
have their
like
own
in your
opinions.
opinion,
In
like
my
in your
opinion,
opinion,
I feel like uh, online school is basically the same. It's just online school is
is one
just sitting.
easier?
Yes, online school easier.
And you would certainly choose online school over public if you could.
Yeah,
Like, well, like
because
you did.
yeah. So basically, with online school versus in school, like public school, it's just public school. It's online school is just public school, except just no one really there. It's just maybe a couple people with you and like your teacher, which is my mom. But other than that, it's just you're there learning. And also, what's a big benefit to me is that I can learn what I want to without having to like. If you're in public school, usually if you want to learn what you want to exactly, you have to learn that on the side. Is that correct? Is that the case for
For
you
the
or
most
anyone you
part.
know?
Like
Yeah,
if
no,
there's
but for me,
woodworking, it's an elective.
but for me, if I want to learn something, I can put that into like something like a category, like it's a subject time for a little bit, and I can
Right.
focus on just that. And that's something that I feel like is a big benefit to public school. But the only downside that I see to online school right now is that there's no one there with you. There's no one like
Yeah.
right after class. You can't get out and say, "Oh, what's up?" to your friend or whatever. You can't talk. It's just
What
you're
about
there and you're working.
if you have siblings, would that help at
Siblings,
all?
yeah, it helps. It's someone to talk to during like if you're making your lunch or whatever, um, during break. But other than that, you're really just you're to yourself. You're not really talking to anyone. You're just focusing more on your work. But no, I really enjoy not public school, sorry, online school, homeschool. I'm sure like if it like I think like after this whole thing goes over, I think end of this year when the new school year starts, or not like early next year, we're gonna be going to more and more homeschool groups. So basically, I can kind of have someone to relate to about homeschool and stuff, and just share more common interests and meet more people for that matter.
Do you want to go more in depth about that? Maybe explain it to me because I'm kind of curious myself.
What
And
do you want me to go in, like the group,
like
the whole
yeah,
group thing?
like how do you find these people? Are they like
So
serial killers? I'm
there's
not getting the
no,
memo.
there's parents also that homeschool their kids, and some have a whole group that does like meetings and stuff or whatever, like just
So,
meetups
like
with all.
PTA meetings.
Not really. It's really more for the students to meet more people that do it, because people understand, like that homeschool understand that they are kind of taking them away from people.
Okay,
And
follow-up question. What if they're mean?
what if they're mean?
Yeah, this is a
Everyone that
serious
I've
topic.
met that has done homeschool, I have never found anyone that's mean. I've not found anyone that's like just disrespectful or anything. That's all.
Why would you say is that in general just people are genuinely nicer because they don't
Yeah.
have more opportunities, do you think?
Well,
They want to make the most
I
out of
feel
the
like-
people they can talk to?
I don't think it's like necessarily homeschool. Like going homeschool makes you nicer. I
Maybe
just feel like,
appreciative?
yeah. I just feel like the people that you come across more are just
In general.
I feel like just nice.
Overall.
Like I'm sure there's someone who does homeschool and is really like just a complete, like, I can't swear, like to
Douchebag.
completely. Yeah, that's it. I guess you could say. But
Do you think you'll come across someone who's like really full of themselves?
I'm sure there's people out there that I'll come across someday. But for the most part right now, I've not met anyone like that. And they're like with other homeschool groups, they also plan events, not just like meeting up with students. They plan events like proms, like charity. Some do charity events and like get lots of homeschool people out, and then others do just hang out or just do like a subject or whatever, like maybe a field trip kind of, except you're just with other people that you really don't know, and that's a part of the whole experience. You're learning, you're meeting more people. So which like public school, you're with people you always know. You know about everyone basically. But on homeschool, you don't know about everyone, and that's kind of like I guess it's a fun part for me because you're kind of meeting more people that you're learning more about people.
Yeah.
And as in like public school, you already know everyone, and you don't really get the chance of just finding out what a person does. You don't find out more about a person.
Well, that's a wonderful way to actually look at the situation. I think that's
sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, sorry. Okay, I'll just say really quick. But I feel like there's the downside with not really seeing people all the time, but I can deal with it. And I think now, since you're doing online school, I think it's gonna be nice to have like someone to relate to, kind of, you know.
Oh yeah.
They know what I do on a daily basis. So,
I suppose you could say that. It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I think homeschool is better, at least for me. For other people, I'm sure like they would take public school more. But yeah, just for me, I think homeschool.
Well, it is absolutely wonderful that you look for the positives in these situations. Like,
Mhm.
you know, it's great.
And also,
So
I want to debunk the myth about people saying like homeschool kids aren't gonna get the education they need, and like they're just not gonna get anything out of it. They're wasting
yeah,
their time.
I can actually help you with that
I
as well. You even told me you like skipped years basically. Didn't you? You said that like you were
no,
like a
I
year ahead of yourself.
yeah. You could basically if you since you're at home and you have online, you can go forward in front of everyone else if you really, really strive to do that. And I think that's just an amazing opportunity. So and lots of people would say that homeschool kids don't get the education they need. They're not like taught well enough. They're not ready to be in the real world when the time comes. I completely disagree with that because also what we use or what people use, like online school, for most homeschoolers use online school. But like if you're using online school, you're basically using a site that other teachers use too, not just homeschool, but teachers. Like my site that I use, like it says, like there's a tab for homeschool people and like teachers like log in and stuff. So there is other people from public schools using this too. So anyone who thinks that homeschool is just a waste of time, think again. Like look at everything. Like look at people that have gone to homeschool and who are like thriving right now, or just like have a good like life. They're living happy. They know what they needed to know. So yeah, no, I completely disagree with the homeschool is stupid and there's a waste of time. So yeah.
It's wonderful that you feel as though sharing your opinion is necessary in this situation because it completely is, and I'm happy that you feel comfortable doing so. Um,
So you got anything else you want to talk about?
I really have nothing. I wish everyone who is going through the same thing as us the best of luck,
Yeah.
and
Stay safe.
I hope
Wash your
you,
hands.
for real, yeah, I hope you you'll find the most out of the situation, even if it's really not good at all.
Please don't go outside. We're begging you.
As well as that,
Unless you need to, just don't go outside. It's a huge problem. All right. Well,
I don't think they could tell, Shane. Maybe you should say it again.
don't go outside. Okay, I think we
I
should
was-
end it here.
yeah, sure. We go
All
for it.
right. Well, stay safe and just have a good rest of your day, or night, whatever. We'll be back next week with a probably more interesting podcast. All right. Bye.